in a fiery warning that's shaking Abuja and stunning Washington. Trump threatens to send US troops into Nigeria. He calls it a mission to protect Christians. Nigeria calls it an attack on its sovereignty. As words turn to warnings, could this spark a new crisis between allies? American President Donald Trump has said the United States may deploy troops or launch airstrikes in Nigeria to halt what he described as the widespread killing of Christians. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One as he returned to Washington from Florida, Trump said he was considering several options.
On Nigeria, just wanted to ask you, do you envisage US boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
The comment followed Trump's warning a day earlier that Washington might take military action if Nigeria failed to address the violence. His administration had recently added Nigeria back to the US list of countries of particular concern, which includes nations accused of violating religious freedoms, among them China, Russia, North Korea, Myanmar, and Pakistan. Nigeria said it would welcome US assistance in fighting Islamist insurgents, provided its territorial integrity is respected. The statement came after Trump threatened military action over what he described as the killing of Christians in the West African nation.
All the report we have so far seen from assessment from USIP, assessment from Amnesty International, from European Union, have all attested to the fact that there were serious cases of killing, but that from 2022-23 down to 2025, there have been marked improvement. In fact, there is a decline in the rate of killings. So it is intriguing and surprising for us how an old report is being used for this type of thing. But we are all about solution, and because we know America is a partner and they have been very helpful, we see it that it is probably a clarion call for us to have a sit down and then discuss how we can forge a common front in this fight against insurgency.
Earlier, Trump warned that if the Nigerian government failed to stop the violence, Washington could suspend all aid and consider direct military intervention.
If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning: the Nigerian government better move fast.
Bola added that Nigeria sought greater defense cooperation, not foreign troops on its soil. He explained that the country required access to advanced weapons, surveillance drones, and long-range ammunition, noting that Nigerian forces already have the capability to counter insurgents but lack certain US-made aircraft such as the F-15 and F-18.
So a broad-based approach to it will require us having access to some of these weapons that will be very useful. Certain type of drone for surveillance, certain type of ammunitions, long-range ammunitions, even the aircraft. For now, we are using Super Tucano. We haven't been given the opportunity to have F-15, F-18, and F-22, and it is hard to get that from America for now. But these are the areas that we need that kind of cooperation from the American government. Our soldiers have the capability to deal with this thing, so we do not require the American soldiers boots on the ground. What we need is the apparatus, the equipment, the access to some of these things that will aid our own military force and some of the paramilitary and intelligence operatives to deal with this.
Christian leaders in northern Nigeria cautiously welcomed Trump's remarks, acknowledging concern over religious violence while urging Washington not to interfere in the nation's political affairs or decision-making.
Nigerians must not also forget that we've also gone to other countries to tell their leaders to do right. So let's not be hypocrite in this matter. What some of us will not support is anybody deciding who should be our leader. It's purely a Nigerian thing. But if they are reminding us that what is accepted in our constitution, what is acceptable in other standards, we should do it. If we say they shouldn't, then we should also say that the Americans should have nothing to do with us. We can't receive their aid and say they shouldn't be worried about things that are going on among us.